Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to address a few things before I start the vlog. First, I hit 1,000 subscribers like 2 days ago. By the time I post this, it'll probably be like a week from now, but I just wanted to say thank you. I feel like it's so weird to me because so my channel, like it started, let's see, in April of 2020 was my like 1 year anniversary, I guess. I started in April of 2019 and it took me 1 full year to get 100 subscribers. And then since April to now, the beginning of June, I have hit 1,000. So in the last 2 months, I've gotten like over 900 subscribers, which is wild. Obviously, I know it's because my birth story kind of, I guess, like took off. I don't know what's going on, if it's like getting recommended more or how a lot of people started seeing it. So as of today, that video has 45,000 views, which is absolutely wild. So yeah, I know a lot has to, like a lot of those subscribers obviously have to do with that video taking off. But yeah, if you found me through that video and decided to subscribe, thank you very much for giving me a chance to tell my story, and I hope you guys enjoy my content. Yeah, that was the main thing I wanted to address. It's kind of wild. I feel like, again, like the comments on that video, sorry if I haven't gotten back to everybody. I'm just trying to, like, it's all very overwhelming to me because like I said, I had 100 subscribers and my like videos were getting like,
there's so many videos.
And my videos were only getting like 50 views. So now this is like totally different, but I'm trying my best to reply back to everyone and at least read every comment and like it. And thank you to everyone who shared their stories on there as well in the comments. It helps a lot to know you're not alone going through things like this. But I also plan on making a little like update video, a sit down video of how I've been doing these last 4 months and kind of like updating you guys what life has been like after a uterus rupture and a bladder rupture. So hopefully I can get that done in the next few weeks here. And then also the last thing I wanted to address is the whole Black Lives Matter movement. 2020 has been a wild year, but I do feel like out of all of the things that have happened in 2020 that have been super negative, the Black Lives Matter movement getting a lot of traction and motion behind them lately has been amazing and such a positive thing coming out of 2020. I know I don't really have much of a platform here, I guess, but I do feel like it's kind of insensitive to just put up a vlog and never address it on, like, never address where I stand on the issue, I guess, which I don't know how you could not support this movement, but obviously I just want to put in my 2 cents that of course I support this, and I'm really happy that this movement is getting a voice and that people are behind this and rallying for equal treatment. So I hope that a lot of positive change comes from all of this, and that, you know, when our kids grow up, that they don't have to live in a world where racism exists and where prejudice exists, and that everyone feels safe and respected. And I don't know, it makes me sad that our babies would have to live the way we do. Now I'm going to I'm gonna attempt to bleach tie-dye some shirts. I got Emerson an outfit too, and this might turn out horrible, but I'm going to film the whole thing for you guys. So let's go. Okay, so I also bought like a matching bow for Emmy, but it's like a nylon fabric, so I don't even know if it's gonna bleach or if it's just gonna like fall apart. And also, like, so I did the crumple method with all of these. Hold on. I did the crumple method with all of these, so I don't know how to like crumple the bow. This is gonna turn out interesting. Okay, so I transferred my bleach into this old Perry bottle. Don't judge me. I didn't have any other squirt bottles. Yeah, I know. You did it. So now I'm gonna put on my gloves, and it says, I'm following a tutorial. It says to saturate it fully with bleach and then to let it sit for 2 to 5 hours. So they're all done. This is already getting like really, really light. It was a really light pink and now it's like turning white. So I don't even know if that's gonna turn out good or if it's just gonna turn straight up white. But yeah, it says it says to leave it sit for like 2 to 5 hours depending on like what color you like it. So basically I'm just gonna keep checking it like every so often and see. This one I might end up doing like ending it fast because it's nylon and I don't know how that's gonna take. Don't touch it because it has bleach. Yeah.
That's dark one.
And then this one, this like light pink one, white one looking. I don't know. I might take that off early because it's already getting really, really light. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with how this turns out. Okay, so it's probably been like 30 minutes, 45 minutes maybe. I'm gonna take that one off and wash it. I'm gonna leave the rest of these. Honestly, this hasn't changed color like at all. And then this middle one is like really lightening up, but it's like a hot pink. I don't really like that color, so I'm gonna leave it just a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm gonna wash that one now. Also, just a little piece of advice, which this should be obvious, but I guess it's not. Don't do this with a shirt that you really like because I definitely got a few bleach splatters on this shirt. But I'm kind of disappointed because this is my matching shirt with Emerson, our girl gang shirt. So now it's bleached, but oh well. So just a warning, do this in old clothes, not clothes that you really like. Speaking of little miss, here she is. Say hi, yeah. We got to get a little matching picture in our matching shirts today, don't we? Hey guys, so the kids are napping. Actually, Bowden is not napping, but he's having quiet time and Emmy's napping, and now I am going to fold some laundry while my little tie-dye stuff washes right now, which I'll show you guys when it's done, but it did not turn out how I wanted at all. So I'm really glad I used cheap clothing. I just like bought some stuff from Walmart because I didn't know how it would turn out. So I'm glad I bought some cheap stuff, but I figured I would take this time to just like fold some laundry and kind of chat with you guys. I feel like earlier I couldn't really like focus on my thoughts because Bowden, of course, was being like just crazy, and I don't know. I feel like it's really hard for me to focus and think when I have toddlers in the background kind of like talking over me. So yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about like what's going on in the world right now. 2020 has been a wild year for us, obviously personally, with all of our like health concerns and everything that happened to us so far. But it's also been a wild ride because of like what's happening in the world right now. And I don't feel like, I don't know, I almost feel like it's not my place to talk about anything as far as like, I don't know, what I'm talking about is like the Black Lives Matter movement, because obviously I'm not a minority. I'm half Cuban actually and half white, but I don't consider myself a minority by any means. So I don't know what to say because I don't want to offend anybody or say anything that might come off as like, I guess just offensive. But I also feel like it's not right to just not say anything because that kind of defeats the purpose, you know? Like we're all supposed to be speaking out and rallying behind this movement. So I feel like I should do my part and say something. Like I said, like I don't know how it feels to be targeted by the police. I don't know how it feels to walk around outside and not feel safe, or feel like you are, I don't know, like to feel like people have prejudice against you. I can't imagine, and I'm not going to pretend like I know what that feels like, because I don't. And I realize that I am privileged. I understand that, and I admit that, I guess, but I don't know. So because of that, I feel like I don't really know what to say, or what I'm allowed to say, or what I'm not allowed to say. But I do want to say that obviously I fully support this movement, and I fully support that everyone should be treated respectfully. Everyone should be treated fairly, and there should be no prejudice. I feel very lucky and blessed that I was raised in a household, actually 2 households, because my parents were divorced, where, you know, racism and prejudice towards anyone was not even a thing. Like, we always were taught that you treat everybody the same, and you treat everyone with kindness and love. And obviously I plan on raising my children the same way. Not even, I don't know, I feel like it's not even good enough though to raise your kids being like, hey, everyone deserves to be treated respectfully and that's it. I feel like now we've come to a point where, like, we need to raise our kids to stand up for injustice if they see it. Like, the only way that we can make progress and that we can see things change is to call out the people that are being racist, or saying hateful things, or treating others disrespectfully. Like, we have to stand together as the human race and say, no, that's not okay. You don't do that. That's not okay. And I'm not going to stand here and not say anything, because when you don't say anything, that's how these things keep happening over and over again. So I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to put this in the video, to be honest with you, because I feel like I'm going to get backlash no matter what I say. I feel like people, I don't know, people pick apart your words and make it into something that you're not trying to make it into, if that even makes sense. But basically all I'm saying is that I totally stand for this movement. I am so glad that this is happening, and I hope that it brings change for our world. Also, during this time, I have been trying my best to be a good listener and honestly just educate myself. I feel like no matter how educated you think you are on this topic, you can always learn more, just like anything with life. So I highly encourage you guys to do some more research and listen to some videos and learn more about this topic, because it is really important. And I think the more educated that we are, the better we can teach our kids and teach others. And also, the most important thing I think that is coming from all of this, and that I want to say in this, is if you want something to change, which I feel like all of us should want to change, this is not okay, you need to vote. This coming election is extremely important. I think it's super important this election, especially for everybody who is able to vote, to get out there and vote. And that is the biggest way I think that we can make change long term. Your vote definitely does matter. Even if you are just one person, all together we can make a really big change. And yeah, I guess I just want to end this with Black Lives Matter. Black lives are important. I see you, I hear you, I stand with you, and I'm so sorry that it's 2020 and here we are still dealing with things like this. I hope that I can be a small little piece in the puzzle of a change, and I hope you guys watching also decide to be part of that change as well. Okay, I have my second cup of coffee for the day. I always have my second cup of coffee around, like, I don't know, 4 o'clock or so, because I need that second wind. And now we're gonna play, what are we gonna play?
Don't break the ice!
Don't break the ice!
Well,
Throwback.
Why just throw poo-poo like the ice, and it's called the ice?
It's just called Poo Poo the Ice? Oh.
it back again.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay guys, so here are the final products. So I think this one turned out the best, honestly. It got pretty light. I left this one on the longest. I feel like this one took a long time for the color to come off, but I actually really like how it turned out. This one I left on way too long, and honestly I don't love like the pattern. I feel like I wish I would have done something else with it, but I mean it turned out okay. And then these I feel like turned out kind of the worst. I feel like you can't even really tell, see? I feel like it took off so much of the color on these and you can barely see the tie-dye. So I think what I'm gonna do is buy a tie-dye kit and add like some pink or some navy or something to these to try and give it more of a color, because I don't really love these very much, to be honest. And then this bow turned out so bad. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add color to this one. You literally can like barely see, like it's just like tiny splotches of purple left, and then the rest turned like this bubblegum pink color. So these need to be redone. I originally bought these to match, like this bow to match this outfit, and it was the same color, and now it turned pink. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but like I said, I mean, all this was really cheap. If you guys are looking for cheap stuff to dye, I think this tank top and pants were like 2 for $4, so each was $2. And then this bow was $1, so I don't really, it's not that big of a deal that it didn't turn out great. This tank top was on clearance for like $3, and then I think this one was like $6 or $7. So yeah, that's how they turned out, kind of a fail. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys as always for watching and supporting my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!